So, have you ever wondered what makes the difference between a headline that just gets scrolled past and one that absolutely gets all the clicks? Well, I'll tell you, it's not magic. And it's not even just about raw creativity. It's actually engineering. Today, we're going to break down the hidden math behind headlines that just flat out work.
Okay, so first, let's set the scene. This is the battlefield. Every single day, you are going up against something like 10,000 other messages, all of them fighting for the exact same thing, just a little flicker of human attention. It's an incredible amount of noise to cut through.
And this is how long you get to make your case. Less than a second, 0.8 seconds. That is the entire window you have to stop someone's thumb from just swiping on by. So, how on earth do you win a war that's over in less than a blink?
Well, that's exactly why we call it the 0.8-second war. It's a battle that is fought and won in an absolute instant. And in that fight, your headline is, without a doubt, the most important weapon you've got. Because look, in this new economy we're all living in, where content is basically infinite, attention is the only currency that has any real value anymore. If you can't earn it, your message, no matter how brilliant it is, it might as well not even exist. So how do you win? Not with magic, but with math. This is really about shifting your thinking, moving from being an artist to being more of an engineer. It's about using formulas, driven by data, that consistently, and I mean consistently, beat pure unstructured creativity. And this quote right here, it's really the heart of this whole explainer. It's talking about click-through rate, or CTR. That's just the percentage of people who see your headline and actually click on it. The jump from a 2% CTR to a 12% one, that's not about a clever turn of phrase. It's about a well-engineered structure. And the hard data backs this up completely. AI-generated headlines, they're not bad. They average about a 4.1% click-through rate. But when a human takes a proven formula and applies it, that rate more than doubles to 8.7%. So, yeah, AI is a fantastic starting point, but it's that human-guided engineering that really gets the click. And here's the thing, it's not random. The whole reason these formulas are so powerful is that they tap directly into these predictable psychological triggers, cognitive biases that our brains are just hardwired to pay attention to. So let's actually look at the formulas themselves. All right, welcome to the toolkit. We're about to break down some of the most powerful headline formulas out there, giving you the exact structures you can start using to engineer your own high-performing headlines, like today. First one up is the precision promise. On average, just using this structure can give you a 41% lift in your click-through rate. It's so effective because it throws out all the vague promises and replaces them with concrete, totally believable outcomes. So here's the blueprint. You start with a specific number, add a compelling adjective, a really clear outcome, a defined time frame, and, this is the magic part, you tackle the reader's biggest doubt head-on. Every single piece of this is designed to build trust and just dissolve any skepticism. Just look at how this works in practice. 7 feels so much more real than just some. 30 days is a hard deadline you can picture. And that last part, even if you hate tech, that speaks directly to a reader's biggest fear, which makes the whole promise feel so much more achievable. Okay, next up is the heavy hitter, the formula with the biggest punch, the veiled authority's secret. This one can deliver an average click-through rate lift of a whopping 50%. It works by creating this powerful cocktail of curiosity and a fear of being left out. The structure itself is simple, but it is so potent. It hints that there's some kind of insider information that a successful group of people, that's your plural authority, are using. It's not about being some wild conspiracy theory. It's just about an information advantage, and our brains are absolutely desperate to close that knowledge gap. See how this example just nails it? It specifies the tool, Kajabi. It identifies the authority, top coaches, and then it frames this really valuable outcome, selling 10K offers, as a secret that you are about to learn. It's almost impossible to see that and not want to know what it is. Next, we have a formula that taps into a different, but just as powerful emotion, loss aversion. We hate losing things. The diagnostic warning points out a problem the reader might not even realize they have, and it delivers a solid 37% CTR lift by doing it. The two key words here are silently and killing. Silently implies this hidden danger, something happening right under your nose. And killing frames the problem not as some minor issue, but as a slow death to a metric they care deeply about, like their revenue or their conversion rate.
This example is great because it takes a super common industry practice, offering free consults, and reframes it as a direct threat to the reader's success. It diagnoses a problem, and by doing so, it implicitly promises a cure. That makes the click feel urgent, necessary even. And the toolkit doesn't stop there. We've got other high performers too. There's the false door question, which gets the reader to agree with you from the start. The how-to with a knife twist, which adds a pain point to a standard how-to headline. You've got the social proof quote bomb, using a powerful quote for instant credibility. And finally, the binary battle, which frames a topic as an A versus B showdown to spark debate. Okay, so let's quickly peek under the hood here. We've seen the what, the formulas themselves. But the real power comes when you understand the why, the very specific cognitive biases that these formulas are built to trigger. See, it all maps back to predictable human psychology. The precision promise works because of something called the specificity effect. Our brains just trust details. The diagnostic warning, that's pure loss aversion. The veiled secret triggers the forbidden fruit effect. We want what we can't have. And the false door question creates an information gap that our brain feels compelled to fill. This is not a guessing game. It is straight up applied psychology. Now, knowing all the theory is great, right? But putting it into practice is what actually gets results. So let's wrap this all up with a simple, actionable plan that you can use to get started with this stuff immediately. Here it is, your 30-day sprint. In week 1, just audit your last 10 headlines. See where you're at. Week 2, pick just one formula from this explainer and A/B test it. See how it does. Week 3 is all about scaling what works. Take your winning formula and apply it everywhere that matters. Then finally, in week 4, you can get a little advanced and try stacking 2 formulas together to see if you can get an even bigger lift. It's a clear, repeatable process for getting better.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. Look, AI is a fantastic tool. It's great for brainstorming and generating options. But it cannot compete with a human who actually understands the psychology of the click. It's you, the engineer, who can intentionally and precisely hijack the brain's attention system. So the only question left is, which one of your headlines are you going to re-engineer first?